Hey team, I'm Crystal and this is Yoga for Faith number 1. So if you're new, welcome. Yoga is a journey. I will show different options as we progress through today's class, and it's all about just connecting to your breath and body and just doing what feels right for you in this moment. As we start today, finding something comfortable to wear, put on your favorite playlist, and we're going to go ahead and meet in Sukhasana, or what we call easy seated position. Just allowing our eyelids to soften, lifting through the crown of our head, and then as we breathe out, anchoring down through our sit bones. Allowing the in-breath to fill us, and allowing each out-breath to just completely let go. Breathing in through our nostrils, and just releasing through our mouth. So as we start our class today, starting with our daily devotion, strive to trust me in more and more areas of your life. Anything that tends to make you anxious is a growth opportunity. Instead of running away from these challenges, embrace them, eager to gain all the blessings I have hidden in the difficulties. If you believe that I am in control over every aspect of your life, it is possible to trust me in all situations. Don't waste energy regretting the way things are or thinking about what might have been. Start at the present moment, accepting things exactly as they are, and search for my way in the midst of those circumstances. Trust is like a staff you can lean on as you journey uphill with me. If you are trusting in me consistently, the staff will bear as much of your weight as needed. Lean on, trust, and be confident in me with all your heart and mind. Psalm 52:8 and Proverbs 3:5 through 6. So just continuing to breathe in and then letting go on each out breath. Clearing our mind, letting go of any need to control or analyze, and just allowing ourselves to be present in this moment. Not worrying about the what ifs, but just having complete trust and faith that God will help us get to our goal, even if it might not be the way we think we should get there. Allow that next in-breath to fill and expand through your chest and lungs. And then making our out-breath very heavy, very loud. And we're just going to open our eyes and we're going to find our way to our child's pose. So bringing our knees wide and our toes together, walking our hands forward and just softening down through our chest, our shoulders, and our arms. Allowing our hips to sink back, just feeling that warmth and energy start to travel through our entire body. And as we take our next breath in, we're just gently going to lift the chest enough to take our right arm and slide it under our left, and then softening down through our shoulder. Continuing to breathe in through our nostrils, and just breathe out through our lips as we release any tension, any self-doubt or worry. Trusting that whenever we fall short, that God has a plan. And that He'll help us, as He always has. One more breath here. And then gently releasing, and we're just going to switch arms. So allowing the left arm to come underneath, bringing our left ear to the earth, breathing in to fill, breathing out to release, and just feeling each out breath surrender us down to our mat a little more, finding a different area we can let go, we can open. One more beautiful breath here. And then gently coming back to our child's pose, spreading our fingers wide, reaching a little further as we drop our armpits towards the earth. Taking one more big inhale here. One more big exhale. And then when it feels right for you, making your way to our tabletop. Just bringing our wrists under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. Flattening the top of our feet to the earth and just pulling our belly button into our spine here. As we take our next breath in, allowing our head to lift. So finding our way to our cow. And then as we breathe out, flexing through our spine, eyes to our navel, into our cat. So we're going to breathe in, extending our spine into our cow. And breathe out, feeling that beautiful curl through our back. And we're just going to continue to move through these two poses at whatever speed feels right for your breath today. Beautiful thing about yoga, there's no right or wrong way to do this. One more big in-breath. One more big out-breath. Beautiful. And we're going to return to our tabletop, just feeling the earth under our hands, softening down through our shoulders. And we're just going to push our hips back, and we're going to step our right leg forward, finding our way to our low lunge, stacking our ankle under our knee, and just breathing in as we lift our eyes to the heavens, and breathing out to sink into our back hip. So just feeling that in-breath fill and open, and that out-breath deepen. One more big in-breath here. And it just feels really good, really warm. And our next breath is going to sink our hips back, fingertips to the earth, and we're just going to find our way to our half monkey or our half split pose, allowing the chest to collapse down and just pushing our hips further back on each out breath. And just exploring where we can take this, feeling that delicious warmth and energy run through the back of our leg. And then gently, on your next breath, shifting our weight back forward, and we're going to step our right leg back, finding our way back to our tabletop. Bringing our wrists back under our shoulders, feeling our mat underneath our palms. Taking a couple of breaths here to settle. And then we're going to move into dancing lion. So allowing our hips to come to the right and make a nice big circle. And you can move faster or slower than me, but just completely softening down through our elbows and forearms. And just seeing how much space we can create here with our hips as we make these circles. One more breath. And we're going to come back to our tabletop, and we're going to push our hips back, and we're just going to step our left leg forward this time, finding our low lunge on our other side. Breathing in to lift and open our chest, and breathing out to push our knee further forward and create more energy or prana all the way through our back hip. And yours might look completely different than mine, and that's okay. We're all different. We're just all here working on increasing our flexibility together. One more breath. And as we take our next in-breath, we're going to sink the weight back. And we're going to allow our weight to evenly distribute here, continuing to push our hips behind us. And just breathing in to fill and breathing out to deepen. And if your leg's shaking, that's okay. It just means you're working really hard. And our next breath is going to shift the weight forward. And from here, guys, we're going to plant the palms and we're going to bring our left leg back, finding our way back to our tabletop, just settling in, feeling that delicious warmth through our body. One more breath here. And then let's tuck the toes, lifting the sit bones up and back, and finding our downward facing dog. Pushing our heels towards the earth and just allowing our armpits to drop down towards our floor. We can stay still in our dog, or we can walk our dog out, pedaling our feet, and just feeling each breath. Continue to pull that beautiful healing energy into our body. So often, we move through life so fast, and we forget to set time aside to just focus on us, to reconnect not only with our breath and our body, but also with God. Being gratuitous for all the blessings in our life and excited for all the opportunities that lie ahead in our growth as we just put more trust in Him. One more beautiful breath here. And then when you're ready, we're just going to bend our knees and we're going to step forward or jump, and we're going to find our way to our forward fold, allowing our chest to melt down towards our thighs, lifting our sit bones, and just letting go of our shoulders, our neck, and our head. Feeling the in-breath lift, exploring how deep we can go on each out-breath. One more breath here. And when we're ready, we're just going to roll up through our spine vertebrae by vertebrae, and we're going to find our way to our mountain pose. Stacking our hips under our ribs, releasing through our shoulders, and just grounding our feet into the earth here. So really nice connection to the energy from the floor up. From here, we're going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to lift to the sky for our extended mountain, pushing our hips forward. Our out breath is going to dive us forward into our fold, collapsing through our chest. Breathing in, our right leg is going to step us back to our lunge, planting our palms, and our next out breath is going to step us to down dog. Sit bones up and back. In breath, roll forward like a river through your spine, finding your way to plank, knees or toes. We're going to lower to chaturanga, elbows hug our body. In breath is going to lift us to cobra or all the way to up dog. And that out breath, meet me at downward facing dog. From here, breathe in, bend the knees. Our right foot steps forward into our lunge. Our out breath is going to step our back leg in for our forward fold. And we're going to take an extra breath here. So just breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Now, as our next in-breath comes in, lifting and pushing the ground away, finding extended mountain. Out-breath, collapse into your fold. We've been here before. This time, the left leg steps back on our in-breath. As we take that out-breath, right leg brings us to down dog. Wind it up. Breathe in. Roll forward, pushing out of all 10 toes for plank. Out-breath. Lower with control. Find chaturanga. Push and rise. Up dog or stay with cobra. Out breath, bring me back to down dog. From here, breathe in. Left leg powers through the center. Lean forward. Out breath, find your way into your forward fold. Take a couple of extra breaths here. Heart rate is starting to rise. Body is getting warm. And it feels delicious. Our next in-breath lifts us to the top. Push through the mat. Reach through the fingertips. The out breath is going to dive us forward, just surrendering through every ounce of our upper body. Breathe in, and our right leg, big step behind us. Out breath, left leg steps to down dog, heels to the earth. From here, breathe in and roll. This time, chest forward of the hands. Stay there as you lower. Feel the difference in strength through your triceps. In breath, push and lift like you're exploding through the earth. Out breath, downward facing dog. Breathe in, right leg steps through the hands, pull through the crown of the head. Out breath, step in, forward fold. And we're breathing heavy, but it feels good. One more breath here. We're going to do it one more time on the left, guys. Push through the floor. Reach for the sky. Big breath in. Look for the heavens. Out breath. Dive forward. Let go of any stress you're holding on to. In breath. Left leg steps us back to lunge. Out breath. Right leg steps us to down dog. Feel that wind up. And then push forward as you breathe in. Squeezing our belly tight. Keep that brace as you lower. Feel the strength of your body. In breath, push and explode through the earth, squeeze through the booty. Out breath, downward facing dog. Next breath in, bend the knees, left foot steps forward. Feel your strength. Out breath, back leg steps in, and we earned it. Hang out in forward fold. So from here, guys, you can absolutely just hang in your regular fold, or we can find ragdoll, also sometimes called hangout pose, by just breathing our palms to our elbows, lifting our sit bones, and then if it feels good, gently swaying from one side to the next as we continue to soften down through our chest, through our shoulders, resettling our breath and our bodies. And let's take 2 more beautiful breaths here. Feeling the energy on the in-breath and the release on the out-breath. And then letting go. And from here, we are just going to take our right leg and we're going to step back, bringing our right knee to the earth, flattening our palms, and then our left foot steps back. And we're going to find our way back into our tabletop pose. So just feeling the earth under the hands, allowing the shoulders to release, squeezing our belly tight. And then from here, we're actually going to come all the way down onto our forearms, tucking our feet and pushing our hips back for our melting heart pose. Also known as puppy pose. So from here, guys, just breathing in the fill. As we breathe out, think about pulling the armpits towards the earth and then pushing your hips back simultaneously. And just feel the difference that makes in the stretch through your shoulders and your hips. In this moment, letting go of any expectations and just giving your body the love that it craves, that it deserves. And let's take one more beautiful breath here. And then when you're ready, we're going to just shift our weight forward. And from here, we're going to climb back up onto our palms. And then we're going to take our left leg, folding it under our body. And we're going to make our way into our seated twist. So anchoring through our sit bones, we're going to take our right foot either inside or outside of our knee. And then hugging with our left hand into our right thigh. Breathing in to lift the crown of the head. And just breathing out to rotate. Allowing our in-breath to just make our spine long and strong. And then using our out-breath to revolve a little further. Every out-breath, just exploring how far we can turn, how far we can take our eyes. And let's take one more beautiful breath here. And we're gently going to let it go. And we're going to uncross our legs, finding our palms to the earth, and just windshield wipering our legs from side to side, letting go of any tension, any stress we're holding on to before we do it all on our other side. Beautiful. And then when we're ready, we're going to fold our right leg underneath us, resettling the sit bones to the floor, and now finding the option that feels right on our other side. So if you can't get both hips to settle, absolutely the option, you can uncross this bottom leg, and that'll give you a little bit more of a connection. But start to revolve on each out breath, and continue to lift and open on your in breath. feeling that twist. Start in your lower back, travel up your spine, all the way up between your shoulders. And let's take one more breath here. Beautiful. And we're going to let it go. And we're going to uncross our legs and turn onto our mat. And then we're going to windshield wiper again from one side to the next. Just feeling that release. Doing what feels right for our body today. Because today is going to be different than yesterday. And tomorrow will also be different than today. So what do you need? What does your body want? Coming back to the center, we're going to extend our legs out on our next breath, lifting the crown of the head. And now just taking our right heel, and we're going to breathe it in to our left leg. So from here, the left leg is extended, and we're actively pushing it into the earth. We're going to breathe the arms up, reaching our fingertips to the heavens, and that out breath is going to dive the body forward. Once again, just releasing through our chest, through our shoulders and our arms. Restoring our energy on each in-breath and taking our stretch a little further on each out-breath. Just feeling that love that we breathe into the body as we breathe out. And it's so good. Beautiful. So you can stay exactly as you are, or we can add a beautiful side bend by using the next in-breath to lift the hands even higher, lift the eyes. And then as we breathe out, bringing the left hand inside of the left ankle and reaching over and across with our right fingers. And then as we breathe in, absolutely revolving this top shoulder and breathing out to reach a little further. And yours, once again, might not look anything like mine, and that's okay. It's not about perfection. It's about progression in your personal journey. One more breath here. And we're gently going to release. And we're going to roll up. And we're going to let go of this leg that's in. And from here, guys, we're just going to shake the legs out. And then we're going to repeat everything on our other side. So breathing our heel into our thigh, feeling the sit bones connect to the earth, and then lifting as high as we can, and reaching as we release. Breathing in to fill. Breathing out to let go of a little bit more tension. So often we feel the need to control and analyze everything in our life. It is in this moment that we let go, allowing God's will to guide us, allowing our faith to release that worry, knowing He has a plan and all things are possible through Him. And you can stay as you are, or we can add that side bend by breathing in. And then the right hand comes inside the right ankle, and we're going to reach over and across, continuing to use the in-breath to rotate and the out-breath to deepen. So each out-breath, guys, we're allowing this bottom shoulder to let go. Because so often we hold a lot of tension, a lot of stress in our shoulders. One more breath here. Beautiful. And in your own time, just completely releasing, extending both legs out. Shake them out again if you need to. And then when you're ready, lifting the crown of the head, and we're slowly going to roll down, allowing our back to melt towards the earth and controlling this beautiful descending movement. And then gently hugging our knees in towards our chest and making some small circles to the right. Just giving our spine a beautiful, loving massage. Once again, letting go of any expectations and just being here right now. one more beautiful breath. And then meet me back in the center. And we're just going to extend our left leg out. And from here, our left hand comes across our right leg. And we're going to fold over and across into our supine twist. Anchoring our shoulders. And then just pushing our hips down towards our heels. Just feeling each in-breath. Pull the crown of the head. And each out-breath. Push your hips closer to your feet. And can you feel the length that creates? And let's take one more breath here. And gently bring your knees back to the center. And we're going to hug our knees, loving our body, appreciating this moment and everything our body can do. And then we're going to make those circles, but this time to the left. And can we make them a little wider? Can we move a little faster or maybe a little slower? What feels really good? Just tuning into that moment, tuning into that feeling. And then meet me back into the middle. And from here, we're going to find our supine twist on our other side. And what is right on one side might be completely different on the other. And that's okay. Breathing in through our nose. Letting go through our mouth. Allowing each breath to clear your mind and open your heart. And let's take one more breath here. And finding our way back to the center. Hugging our knees so tight, so tight, so tight. Feels so good and delicious. And then when you're ready, extending both legs high to the sky. And we're going to push up and out of the heels as we press our tailbone into the earth. Just finding our waterfall. Allowing our breath to just completely let us go. Feeling the in-breath. Continue to expand our ribs and our lungs. And as we breathe out, just pushing our tailbone closer to the mat, deeper into the earth. And we just feel that beautiful energy drawing from the ground up, radiating through the back of our legs. One more breath here. And our next breath is going to bring us to our trickling waterfall. So gently pumping the legs as we trickle down towards the earth and then completely surrendering into our corpse or our Shavasana pose. Allowing our in-breath to soften our eyelids. And then as we breathe out, releasing through both lips. Allowing all of our attention and focus to come back inside of ourselves. And just letting go of anything going on outside of this class, outside of this present moment. So often, life feels overwhelming because we try to tackle all of life's challenges by ourselves. Worry and tension naturally build up because we feel the burden of all of these responsibilities, and as one person, it becomes too much. It is in this moment that we know we are not alone, that God is always there to help us, and He will never give us more than we can handle. Understanding that it's not about creating the life we want, but it's about living the life that He has created for us, tuning into our natural gifts He has given us, all of the wonderful things, the blessings we have in our life, and in this moment being gratuitous and appreciating everything He has done. Breathing in His healing light, breathing out any worry, any tension or stress. And you can continue to breathe exactly as you are. Or you can join me for some box breathing. So as we take our next in-breath, breathing in for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're just going to continue to breathe in for a count of 4. Holding at the top. Completely letting go for 4. And finding healing and stillness at the bottom for 4. Allowing each in-breath to expand and lift. Finding serenity in the pause between our breaths. Letting go of any anxiety or worry as we breathe out. And embracing the stillness at the bottom. And if during this time your mind starts to wander, that's okay. Just accept it and continue to bring it back to your breathing, to your body, and to this present moment. And let's take one more big breath. And then finally, bringing some slow movement back into our bodies, wiggling our fingers and our toes, making small circles with our ankles and our wrists. And then just repeating in the opposite direction. And then when it feels right, hugging our knees into our chest. And then gently pulling ourselves up and finding our way back to our seated position. Keeping our eyes closed. And let's take one final big breath together. So as we breathe in, lifting our arms and just bringing our palms together at the top. And as we breathe out, softening our shoulders and bringing our palms to the center of our heart. Thank you so much for sharing your energy and your practice with me today. The light in me honors and recognizes the light and energy in every single one of you. So as we move into our week or into our day, remembering we are not alone, that God has a plan to let go of the what ifs and to start anew today, knowing He will guide us, He will protect us, and He will provide for us. Once again, thank you so much for coming. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for class today, guys. I am Crystal, and this is Yoga for Faith #1. I hope you have a fantastic day, and until I see you again, stay active, stay healthy.
I'm a wandering soul.